KNX 1063, coming up next, not in our town. Man, you're going to want to hear this, Antelope Valley.
In 20 schools across the Antelope Valley in California, 35,000 students came together to address the devastation caused by bullying.
But there's something that's going on. There's a trend that's happening, kids getting bullied and then kids committing suicide. This is really serious. A solution is happening in town. Tell us about your perspective.
Well, the first thing we're doing is trying to raise awareness and help the children understand what bullying is. And so
Lori
Monday
Masari,
was Day of
a local
Darkness.
middle school counselor, started an anti-bullying program at her school, then spread the word to the entire community.
Too many of us are not stepping up for others. We're being bystanders when we really need to be activists.
Knees up, knees up, knees up, knees up.
Our intent is to bring together the school districts along with community leaders, business leaders, to try and, as a community, say this is just plain not acceptable behavior.
We had 2 suicides that happened within 50 miles of our school and our town. When something like this happens so close to your own community, it's a wake-up call. And you realize that this could happen to any one of us. And we've got to do something a little bit more because apparently what we're doing isn't working, isn't enough.
Suicide is a rare reaction to bullying, but it has opened an urgent debate about the role school leaders play in keeping students safe. This district launched an anti-bullying program, and students took the lead in setting up activities during the week of action.
Today here at Lancaster High School, we invited students to come on up on the stage and go ahead and sign this pledge to say that, you know, we're done with all this bullying and we're really trying to make a change.
To help them understand the deep harm caused by bullying, the students read personal stories about kids who were tormented by their classmates.
There's this one where it was this football player, his name was Jeremiah, and my name is Jeremiah. And he was a big dude, and just because he was a little bit slower at learning than everybody else, they picked on him and bullied him, and I'm a little bit slower at learning than everybody else, so I kind of know what he was going through because I used to be bullied for that, so yeah.
I used to have a gay friend in 5th grade, and he used to get teased a lot, and that kind of like, you know, struck me because he got teased too much.
Like, some people will say, oh, that chick's really ugly, and you take it and you think that's real, that you really are ugly, and it's horrible.
I was the bullied in 5th grade. I had a lot of trouble that year. My grades weren't that great. I just couldn't stand it. I didn't enjoy my life. I hated it. I felt like I didn't even want to be here. I didn't want to be in this world.
As a counselor, I'm the person who has to look into the eyes of a child who comes in and is afraid to come to school. I'm the person who the mothers will call and say, can you help me get my child out of the car? He's afraid to come to school. You can't work with children on a day-to-day basis like this and see their fear and not be compelled to do something about it.
How many of you feel that people bully because they're lower and they're trying to bring themselves up? Any of you see the bully that way?
I am not the typical bully. Most people threaten, push. I guess I technically just bring people down, like their feelings.
Okay. Have any of your lives or your existence at school, has it changed since we started doing this?
The phrase not in our school means a lot more now, because sometimes people will be like bullying some other people, and the people around them will be like, not in our school, not in our school, and they'll just be like, what? And then they'll just stop.
Yeah.
The phrase has really helped out a lot.
Yeah, the phrase stuck, didn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, it really did.
Going through this program, it changed me. It made me stronger mentally. Now I know how to handle bullying, and I know how to handle it when someone's getting bullied. and how to deal with the person, how to tell them to stop and go tell somebody about it.
We emphasize the impact of peer power versus peer pressure. You have a power and an impact on other students, but if you use it positively, you can have a tremendous impact in the community.
Vincent became a leader. He and his classmates took their mission to a local elementary school where they did role-playing with the students.
You're a loser. You don't have any friends. Hey, just leave her alone and stop bugging her. You need to stop being mean. Good job. That was good.
The students also helped educate their own teachers about where bullying takes place and what to do about it.
There's not a lot everywhere, but the most there is the locker rooms and on the field.
Can you give us an example of what you would like to see from the teachers?
If like Miss Hager and Mr. Elder, if you guys could try to walk through, and then if you see something wrong, just stop it right away.
Prior to the implementation of the anti-bullying program, 62% of the students indicated that they felt safe at school. A survey taken subsequently showed 92% of the kids felt safe at school.
On the last day of the week of action, students gathered in a circle of silence and vowed to no longer be bystanders, but to take action in the future.
From this point forward, we will break our silence and stand up, and we will say, "Not in our town."
The positive results of the anti-bullying program inspired the mayor to get the whole community involved.
A lot of businesses put money towards the program so that they could build this program up. So we have to stand together as a community, and I see it's growing, but without that stand, we can't make a change.
The community then gathered to understand the devastating consequences of bullying and to support the students trying to make a change.
We do this so that it never happens to you and so that it never happens to the people that you know.
Somehow, you've done something that made schools safe. This is Lori Masari, who is responsible for starting this movement that has grown faster than anything we have ever seen in the Antelope Valley.
Look around you. Do you see anyone who just might be invisible to?
Allow your mind to be changed and forever understand your power and the impact you have on the lives around you. Will you join our fight to end school bullying?
Not in